Thank you. Any polling units? Elections were not held or cancelled?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. One in Fika. We had one of the polling booths, about 768 voters registered, and total number of PVCs collected 768. But because of faulty BVA, they couldn't.
Faulty boy. Why are faulty?
Faulty with their
Faulty.
One polling unit also affected, about 1073 voters. There was destruction of polling materials, and because of that, it was cancelled. The reports are attached to the submission here, Chairman.
Okay, thank you very much.
Babe, I'm going to learn how to do translations and give them plenty work in this lecture.
Okay, please step forward. Mr. Baby.
Turn on more people that can talk.
No, I'm not. It's all cookie.
For sure.
We're still live on the National Collation Center in Abuja, where we're getting more results from the Independent National Electoral Commission. In Ogun State, the APC won with 341,554 votes. In Oyo State, the APC also recorded success after getting 449,884 votes. In Yobe State, the People's Democratic Party recorded victory after gathering 198,567 votes. And very soon we'll be getting results from Gombe State. Now, earlier we saw some party agents questioning the validity of the results being declared, especially when, according to them, a large number of polling units did not upload their results to the Iron portal. The APC disagreed, saying that an announcement of results should be done at the discretion of INEC, and those aggrieved should allow the process take its course, because they can always seek redress at the election tribunal. We're still bringing you results from the 2023 presidential election, where we're live at the National Collation Center in Abuja. According to results, official results released by INEC in Ogun State, the APC won the election with 341,554 votes. In Ogun State, the PDP came second with 123,831 votes. And in Oyo State, the APC also recorded success with 449,884 votes, while the PDP recorded 182,977 votes. We've also seen results from Yobe State, where the PDP won the election in Yobe State with 198,567 votes, while the APC had 151,459 votes. They're expecting results from Yobe State very soon. Now, earlier we saw a little bit of drama with the PDP party agents walking out in protest after questioning the validity of the results being declared, when according to them, a large number of polling units did not upload their results to the IRF portal. Now, INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu dismissed allegations of overvoting in Ekiti State, and he also dismissed any other results circulating on social media that did not emanate from INEC, saying that some mischievous people are trying to be clever by half. The INEC chair also says he's confident that the results announced at the National Collation Center emanated from the polling units, even as he asked any political party with opposing figures to forward such to the commission for review. The National Collation Center in Abuja, and we will be bringing you updates as the day goes by. We do have information from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. They've been announcing results of the National Assembly election conducted on Saturday, along with the presidential polls. Results so far announced by INEC showed upsets in such states as Cross River, where Governor Ben Ayade lost his bid to represent the Cross River North Senatorial District on the platform of the All Progressives Congress to the People's Democratic Party PDP candidate Jerry B. Agam. Also, Enugu State Governor Ifeanyi Uwai of the PDP failed to win the contest for Enugu North Senatorial seat, which Labour Party's OK Ezia won. Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong, who doubles as the Director General of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, well, he lost his bid to represent Plateau State South Senatorial District in the Senate to the PDP candidate Napoleon Bali. In Nasarawa State, APC National Chairman Adamu Abdullahi also failed to deliver his Nasarawa West Senatorial District seat to the governing party. The candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Ahmed Wadada, won the senatorial seat in Nasarawa State. In addition, Benue State Governor Dr. Samuel Ortom emerged as one of the biggest losers of the election, as Titus Zam of the APC stopped his own ambition to represent Benue Northwest Senatorial District.
You're watching a special coverage of the 2023 general elections as we are collecting results This is Nigeria Decides. We'll go on a quick break. When we come back, let's go still ahead to stay with us.
Since 2016, Horizon has delivered like each one. We've built a reputation of creating a fine balance of affordability, prime locations, and world-class quality. Horizon Estates has delivered thousands of homes at pocket-friendly prices, and today, an opportunity to own one has come knocking on your door.
Don't you change it?
With a 79.99 million naira outright or a two-bedroom apartment opposite Lekki.
Respect. The number of Palestinians killed in the last year it has not been seen in over 10, 15 years. The people are losing hope. Despair is engulfing the whole situation. So we're seeing a tremendous amount of violence erupting. We're seeing secular violence, and we're seeing radicals continuing to incite against peace and continuing to try to drive us towards the abyss. So the danger is real, Becky, and if we're not able to
Bueno, veo que estáis...
Sí, ¿qué?
Falta una patata para el kilo.
Puede ser. ¿Un golpe de horno?
Sí.
Puede ser.
El último...
¿Jugadores en el
¿Está ese
campo?
cupcake por hacer todavía?
Sí.
¿No ha subido?
No ha subido el bizcocho.
Veo que estáis igual de enganchados que yo a esta historia,
Sí.
así que, ¿cómo creéis
Bueno,
que
ese
acaba?
cupcake será de bizcocho.
Esa ha sido buena.
¿Os acordáis de lo de los neandertales, no? Bueno, ¿cómo creéis que acaba esta sesión de Épica en Familia? Dani, en concreto para ti te voy a dar opciones.
Pues no lo sé, pero los caballos encantados de que acabe también, porque es que si te vienen estas tres son
Esto en España ahora está prohibido.
¿Qué va, tira?
Compañeros, opción A, madre e hija acaban posando semidesnudas sobre los
Oye, por
caballos.
favor, no.
Opción B, un caballo le da una coz a Ashley sin consecuencia.
Esa me gusta.
Que esto está peando. C, las dos hijas se acaban pegando entre ellas.
¿Por una show?
Opción D, el caballo que llevaba a la madre cae al suelo exhausto.
No, seáis malos.
Hombre.
No. Yo creo que se pega.
Ah, que
Y
no
eso
está
a uno, eso no es para ahora. Que eso no es para ahora, ¿vale?
Venga, mojaos, chicos.
A ver, yo digo que se pega.
Empieza a darle tu palabra.
53-60. Bortolani. Después Busquets. No, Bortolani, va a lanzar desde ahí. Lanza desde...
Because of where elections did not take place and results have been prepared. We have records of where the papers were not used and results have been pronounced. What is difficult in the INEC chairman showing the uploaded results so that we can compare and interrogate that made by the state returning officers. But they cannot upload results. They cannot show us uploaded results because they know that what they are going to upload will be at variance with what they are presenting to Nigerians. So the electoral process has been rigged. INEC has rigged the 2023 elections, and we are completely dissociating ourselves from it, and we know what to do next. Let's listen to him. Let's listen to him. I know my name.
Very unfortunate. My name is Honorable Umar Farouk Ibrahim, the National Secretary of the Labour Party and also the agent of the Presidential Coalition Center for the Labour Party. We have air our observation to the national chairman of INEC. He has refused to listen to us. We made observation. He wants to us to receive the doctor that came from the collection center at various states. We do not agree with that, and we have empirical evidence that we have our agents have observed to us and they have informed us reliably that the Vivas machine have not been used. Where they are used, they are being compromised. And the results of the Vivas machine have not been uploaded to INEC portal. And we have observed on Saturday, around the hour of 2 p.m., the INEC portal has gone down. The server has gone down. INEC have reportedly claimed, and they have also acknowledged and pleading with Nigerians that they are having a glitch in their server. And now, that server will still monitor it, and that the INEC chairman wants to us to accept what they are presenting here, and so on. We do not accept. We are accusing INEC for not listening to the cry of millions of Nigeria that what they have from the confidence that all the Nigerians that they have come to vote for their respective candidates, their beloved candidates, they have believed in what INEC has said. As it has been said, they are going to use Vivas, and we believe in Vivas, and the Vivas have not been used. It has been compromised. So what is this unconfidence in your part? How is it go from there? It's not the issue of recovery. The issue is that has the system been consistent, reliable, and truthfully been used?
Excuse me, please, all of us, excuse me, sorry, please, all of us that will stage a walkout, all the political parties that stage a walkout, our resolution is that the entire process be cancelled. That is our demand. Our demand is that the system is compromised, INEC is compromised, so the entire process be called and cancelled.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
Some strong accusations there. We are now going to be.
Everybody has to be bold, though. If you feel that what he is doing is not right, you have
to join in this
talk.
Conversation this afternoon.
Not sit down
and
and
look
look again.
us, Professor. What has been your greatest shock and also the fears with the current election and how it's going with the ongoing coalition, and also your response to these heavy accusations? We saw the PDP stage a walkout led by Dino Melaye, and they're also saying that they're calling for a full cancellation despite what the outcome might be. What is your thoughts on this, and how do you see them rectifying this going forward?
Well, thank you very much for bringing me on. What we are witnessing now is not really surprising. First, it is not untypical of the Nigerian electoral process for us to have contestations like this. They can be very trenchant, very vociferous, given the fact that we're still evolving, as a nation in terms of imbibing ideal democratic culture. That is one, and this is without prejudice to the points every section is making. And second, of course, we saw, we were able to anticipate very clearly.
I'm listening.
Contested.
This is enough.
You
should go and get
There's no light.
No light.
I know that.
No light, and they are voting no light.
They rigged it, they're not voting.
No, they're not voting. They recall the polling station, all of them.
Sections of the
All the Tinubu they will here and there.
There was going to be a close election. So if the election was going to be close, it's not going to be surprising if we are having this kind of tension, this kind of selling hits in the policy. But the gratifying thing is that
I wish military come and take over because these guys are misbehaving.
and the democratic process is
Honestly, this democracy is not democratic. Democratic governance. It's not giving what it's supposed to give.
Only they need democracy.
They need strong hands. Because some people have coconut heads in that country.
Look at one man, a dead man walking dead.
What do you mean by walking dead?
A different form of
Person who is supposed to, for your state, they relaxed.
blue.
One can lead Nigeria. When they give them all this wahala when Nigeria carries.
Like before you give them wahala, don't sleep for chair.
They even a pity for him. Go and relax, Baba. You don't old. He doesn't want to relax. He wants to lead by force.
But we have had
Going to be on record.
I have to be on record. A middle con.
in real time, as
Blah, blah, blue.
and collated and announced, uploaded into the server. We had this
Breaking news,
didn't
Labour
happen
Party.
on account of INEC failure.
Peter Obi. That is not breaking news now.
Why are they breaking
They need to
one?
make it fair, and they're much more transparent and credible. Has been let down by unfortunate glitches identified by INEC hierarchy yesterday. That's unfortunate, but it seems that it's something that we'll have to really find a way around now, But how do we find a way around it? What are the options left, for aspirants or for their supporters who are for the agents who are rightly complaining? The option left is just to tell the legitimate process. We cannot resort to act. We cannot resort to violence. We just have to respect the process, and the process in this circumstance is, of course, resorting to the courts, which of course has been a practice that we've embraced in the past. Sometimes we have also been critical of it because we would rather want a situation where we hold election and we have contestants or we have users supposedly congratulating the winner, and we have winners also being magnanimous in victory. We'll have wanted this kind of situation to arise instead of a resort to court. But in this circumstance where people are complaining legitimately, they do not have any option other than seeking legal redress. Violence, resort to self-help is definitely not the option. The option is to respect the laws of the land.
Option is respect laws. And when they send thugs to go and scatter people's polling units and burn different INEC property, were they respecting law?
Ordinary voters have identified this.
We need to respect law, yeah, good and fine, but it takes two to tango.
What do we do at this stage? Do we throw the baby out with the bathwater, considering how costly and this kind of election can be in a huge nation like ours?
Yes, PFAS did not work.
Economy is not strong enough, where resources are limited, and where about 300 billion was
Costly, yeah, PFAS did not work.
Are we just going to throw everything out of the way because of one limitation? That's going to be a difficult option to take. Painful as it is, despite the imperfections, yes, they were identified, but we just have to find a way out of it. Very painful, no doubt, but of course the costs are also an agency. There are also institutions that can be trusted, institutions that can be relied upon, for the adjudication of misdemeanors that parties may have identified in the course of this election, as the case would be. All right, Professor Denis, prior to the elections, this was called the mother of all elections. The Electoral Act 2022, the BVAS was meant to be the game changer. This is what was sold to the public. To have all this turned on its head, do you blame those political parties who were hoping, and also the electorate who were hoping to see electronic transmission of results? Because it was said that regardless of network failure, provided the BVAS machine, provided some of these results have been uploaded, as soon as there is network, it will go straight to the server. But right now, INEC seems to have jettisoned all that, and they're doing collations manually. How do you reconcile these two together? Yeah, it's a very difficult situation, really, and I agree with you absolutely. Very difficult to reconcile, very unfortunate, painful, especially in a situation where we imagine that we're advancing in the development of our democracy, in the strengthening of our electoral mechanism, which is an important function, an important element in the determination of how credible a democracy can be. I remember also that we're still not where we ought to be in the measurement of democracy, even in Africa. There are still arguments around our position. We still have 5 other countries in Africa that are still far ahead of us. Kenya, Senegal, Mauritius, South Africa, and maybe one other country that are still ahead of us. So we're still trying, and considering that we're one of the largest.
It's a shame.
The continental African citizens are looking up to us in a way, to raise, to up our ante in the organization of a credible election. And that's why we've been concerned about injecting technology. And of course, we have been celebrating in the past how technology has enhanced the credibility of our election. With respect to off-season elections, the ones we held in Edo, in Oshu, we will celebrate really. I don't know when it comes to the election, the election happening in planetary Nigeria that should not.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you because the conversation is getting really interesting, but we have to go back to the National Collation Center in Abuja, where we are expecting more results to be declared from INEC.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Buhari's casting us.
The results of the collation in Enugu.
This is for backward.
The number of voters, registered
We're
voters.
backward.
It's alright.
Look on this thing in
They've
here.
already put it before.
Everywhere we put it, you see where they put life. It's recorded something.
793. Number of accredited voters.
Life.
482.
Life has come outside.
990. 482 990. Voters votes received by political parties. A 165. 165. AA 77. 77. AAC 128. 128. ADC 282. 282. ADP 200. 200. ABC 4772. 4772.
All for this kind of praise.
1548. 1548. AEM 351. 351. ADP 209. 209. BP 504.
504.
504.
4404.
406 version.
LP 428 640. 428 640. NNPP 1808. 1808. 414. 414. EEP 15749. 15749. BRB 95.
This guy don't know what they do there.
I don't know. Every day they let work.
SEP
SDP. Okay.
103.
I don't know you couldn't care.
YBP
Before I say, I need to put one in one. They pack and look for that place. I beg.
You got an arm all.
090.
You don't listen to his.
You room from
ZLB
Tell for somebody that can talk. You be moving your mouth.
1089.
the guy can talk, not be in your room.
1089. Total valid vote
LP 450.
456 424.
Who vote this thing for APC?
That's what I was asking. Hey, who voted for 1,000 and gave them the
424.
Let the person go pack, go to
vote 12467. 12467.
PDP had plenty votes now. 15K.
Total votes cast
because not PDP voted.
They are.
The government is PDP.
891.
Log out.
468 891.
People on this thing, people really called him out and say, ah, Enugu is good for you. That they are governor.
Elections did not hold or cancellations.
Yes, Chairman, we had overvoting and option in Aniri, Uduma 2. And Ezago. We also had in Nimbo.
What's up there? You're gonna recognize that me right, I beg.
Okay, total number of registered voters and PVCs collected. Are they all in the 40G? Okay, any comments, any observation, the Abia result? Sorry,
Enugu.
result.
See, I bear the man know the here.
Okay, thank you very much. Please step forward to present the result.
Senator.
Well, more results have been declared at the National Collation Center in Abuja. In southeast Nigeria, Enugu State precisely, Labour Party recorded a landslide win with 428,640 votes, while the PDP came a very distant second with 15,749 votes. Earlier, we brought you results from Ogun State, where the APC won the election with 341,554 votes. And they also won in Oyo State, with the APC recording an overwhelming success of 449,884 votes. We have also gotten results from Yobe State, where the PDP recorded huge success after getting 198,567 votes, while the APC came second with 151,486 459 votes. And of course, we've told you about the drama that played out at the collation center where PDP agents led by Senator Gino Menaye walked out in protest after questioning the validity of the results being declared by INEC.
Before presenting the result, give Lagos a few minutes.
Well, Professor Abiodun Adeniyi is still with us. He's joining us from the Abuja studios. Professor Adeniyi, thank you so much for staying with us. Now, we've been talking about the drama that played out at the National Collation Center with party agents questioning the validity of the results. But one interesting thing is that so far, the APC has been acting as the voice of reason. Concerning the results of the election in Lagos State, Bola Tinubu called for calm, saying that as a Democrat, he's bound to accept the outcome of the just concluded election. So I'd like to know your thoughts on this, Professor. Is this a Goodluck Jonathan legacy at work? Is it a peace accord at work? Or is it that democracy is actually growing and becoming further entrenched in Nigeria? Or is this a form of political manipulation? What do you make of this statement concerning the outcome of the election in Lagos State?
Well, I think it's one of many things. The election is supposed to spring some surprises. Sometimes, if there are no surprises, then of course you can question the character of or the soul of any electionary process. It's supposed to be a contest, and in contest, of course, you expect that some shocks will rear its head, and that's what we're seeing, particularly in the case of Lagos. And I'm not also to call for calm. It's probably the right thing to do, because if it's losing one, there are pointers, reasonable pointers that is coasting onto victory at the center, going by the results that we have so far had. So it's just a kind of minus and plus here. If I'm not going to get this, I'm probably going to get the other. And of course, even in the loss in Lagos, there might be argument around the fact that the gap is not much. And of course, I can find consolation in other places. So many things might be working in the balance of role. Every contestant has suffered one bruise or the other, whether APC, PDP, or LP. They have all suffered disappointment. That tells us that, takes us back to what I said earlier, that something that we actually anticipated earlier on, that was going to be a keenly contested election. And when the results start coming out, there will be so much anxiety, and until the final result is declared formally, we may not really be able to say who is going to win. Remember, there are conditionalities. You have to have 25% of all the votes cast across the 36 states of the federation, including Abuja, in addition to scoring the majority vote. So the complications are still there, the conditionalities are still there, and all these conditions have to be met before you can actually say you have actually won. But it also can also be gratifying when you are looking good, with figures, so far read out, as the case could be. And of course, we're also seeing what is happening at the National Collation Center with some agents, exercising their legitimate right to complain and even exercising the freedom to stage a walkout. This is not also unexpected, even though we would have ordinarily wanted a situation where the result would be acceptable to all. It's a difficult thing, a difficult time for them. Losing an election can be very painful. Ordinarily, nobody, but it's a fact of life that we cannot all be winners. There will always be winners and losers. What matters is how we manage the circumstances that we find ourselves. How are these agents, these politicians going to manage this one? How is it going to be different from the previous one? And that's what we're talking about, growing our democratic culture. growing it is not just about longevity that we're having 3 or 4 years of broken democracy, but the character also has to be implicated in our bid to grow it. And what is the character? This character, to be magnanimous in victory and to be gallant in defeat. Are we there yet? I'm not sure. Remember what I said earlier, that it's fine, that we're having complaints, we're having protestations, but protestations is processual in a democracy, in a state, where, and of course, it's naturally much more local than resort to violence. The agents have gone out, they've made their demand. I heard Senator Dino say clearly that what they're asking for is a total cancellation of the result. Looks a tall request, but of course the courts are there, for them to resort to. And I see them exploring that option. But for now, ordinarily as observers, we just be watching, at the cost of cancellation. Considering the sympathy we naturally should have for our nation, with limited resources, and considering the humongous amount, in terms not just the cost, but the logistics, the movement of men and materials involved in conducting an election in a huge nation like ours. And what about the psychological drain it often constitutes on the citizens in terms of distraction, in terms of distraction in all sectors of the economy. Universities are presently shut down now. Students are losing lectures and lessons and knowledge. And of course, the economy is also suffering because so many things are waiting for the peaceful conduct of the election before they take off. All these things will have to come into consideration. But massively, we cannot downplay the pace of process, which happens in stages. And I see them exploring it, and we will not be blaming them if they decide to go to court. There is another institution that has to be strengthened as well. Overall, we're just concerned about strengthening the institutions. And of course, the failure of our institutions or the weakness of our institutions is actually what has partly led to the inadequacy of INEC, to come out with an election that we say is speak and span, maybe some lethargy somewhere, maybe some inefficiency, the absence of productivity and effectivity in some places is probably what has led to the malfunctioning of the beavers after over 4 years of preparation, after all their preparation, and after all the pronouncements, from the INEC High Command that they are ready for the election. And we are seeing this happening. But I've had international observers, making an important, instructive summation this afternoon that election is not necessarily a destination, and that democracy is a journey, not necessarily a destination. We are probably headed somewhere. We're unfortunately not there yet, but all we have to do in the circumstances is to renew our hope, invest our hope that at some point we will get it. And of course, there shouldn't be any bringing out of swords in the circumstance, since there are options for us to explore. And as long as those options are legitimate, they are in the books, it's just there for us to take those opportunities and follow them as the case could be.
Well said, Professor Ardini. Speaking of sportsmanlike conduct and this practice of this democracy that is very young for us and allowing things to run their course, it seems like, especially from this walkout, there's already quite palpable tension. And we know that there have, the elections experienced delays. There were off-site elections that had to be held due to various reasons, and so the results are still trickling in. Understandably, those results won't all come in today. They would hopefully finish landing in the next couple of days. But I want to speak to that sportsmanlike conduct, and also I think it was J.K. Pele who was telling everyone to be magnanimous, as you said, and be peaceful in the way that they carry out the next few days. But I mean, as human beings, with the kind of stress that Nigerians have been under, even before the elections started, let's even take it to the petrol scarcity and the naira scarcity. Everyone's been hot under the collar for weeks now. And it seems that the electoral board is asking for levels of patience that if you look at, if you want to look at it from afar, it could be seen as asking for a little bit much, given the situation in the country. Do you think that these are, this is a thought that is that's behind in the minds of those that are really tired and frustrated themselves, but is this in the back of their minds that they need to hurry this up or try and speed up the process as much as possible before the country starts to get antsy and starts to display this unsportsmanlike conduct, especially if they're getting amped and pumped up by other parties who seem to be very strong in the grievances they have? I mean, calling for the cancellations of an entire elections that cost over 400 million naira is quite severe.
Yeah, I think your observations are in order, but first, sometimes in the course of nation building, individuals, citizens, and of course state actors, leaders are sometimes required to make sacrifices. Those sacrifices may actually be very, very painful, some of them very irritating. What do you do? You just you don't have any option at some point other than to make that sacrifice. I think it's one of patience. If it one's a borders on attitude, you just have to stretch yourself a little further because attitude can be contextual, they're likely psychological, and of course you can imagine that what may stretch me may not stretch you, and what may stretch you may not stretch me. So these things can actually be relative. We need our leaders from different regards to really maybe talk to their supporters, their followers to privilege peace.
Would like to just hold on to that, so we'll get back to you. Let's get to hear from Aki Oshitoko, DG of the Presidential Campaign Council of the Labour Party. He's a
The President, Muhammadu Buhari, pledged to Nigerians free and fair elections, the passage of the new Electoral Act, and indeed has repeated this promise multiple times. INEC Chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, also came before Nigerians and the global community, praised free and fair elections, and severally reiterated his readiness to conduct the elections. What has become glaring is that none of these promises have been kept. All the promises made about deploying a fail-safe system anchored on a big technology are broken. The internet and social media is awash with videos and photographic evidences of the pervasive violence and attacks that were visited on Nigerians, with some attacks still going on across the country as we speak. The evidence of collusion between INEC and the security forces to subvert the will of the people are too numerous to be detailed here. The INEC guidelines on the conduct of the elections were extensively breached, and INEC has evidently been very reluctant to make the necessary adjustment to remedy the situation. Contrary to the publicly advertised guidelines for the conduct of the elections, we are convinced that the processes leading to the results have been severely compromised. Consequently, we've lost confidence in the results being collated and being announced. Nigerians have inundated us with calls and protests over non-compliance with provisions of the electoral guidelines and the obvious manipulations of the election results. We hereby call on INEC to suspend further announcement of the results and follow its own guidelines or completely cancel the entire election and make plans for another election with strict compliance with the stipulated laws and guidelines. We ask that the international community to walk their talk in Nigeria and cease to conduct the multiple evils being perpetrated in our country by the rulers of Nigeria. There cannot be one standard for Nigeria and another for the rest of the world. Indeed, we recall a comparable period in 2015 when the Secretary of State, American Secretary of State, Mr. John Kerry, at precisely a time like this, was breathing down on the neck of the electoral agency and the then president to do the right thing. We expect the same obligation and responsibility at this period. We thank Nigerians for their support for our candidates, and we assure you all that your mandates shall not be surrendered to a desperate gabble of failed rulers who have dropped nothing but ruination on our dear country. We urge that Nigerians remain peaceful and law-abiding, whilst assured that we are doing everything within the law to protect your sacred mandate. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Very much. You can just come close and ask your question. All right, the DG of the Presidential Campaign Council of the Labour Party, Aki Ushutoku, is speaking and addressing the press and their dissatisfaction with the collection of results happening in Abuja. He has said they have lost confidence in the process and he has called on INEC to seize the process.
Well, of course, Professor Abiodun Adeniyi is still with us. He joins us from our Abuja studio. Professor, thank you so much for staying with us. We are hearing really weighty accusations. First of all, it was Dino Melaye. Now it's Aki Oshotoku of the Labour Party. He says President Buhari and INEC have failed in their promise to provide fair and fair election. He talked about some criminal collusion between INEC and security forces to compromise the election. He says they've lost confidence in INEC and is calling for the cancellation of the entire process. What's your reaction to what's going on?
Yeah, first one is one of pain and regret, that we are back to this point where we thought we have left about 10 years ago, that after so many years of learning, of falling and rising, falling and standing up, we are still struggling to deliver a credible, free, fair election that will be largely satisfactory to a range of participants. Now we're having two major political parties speaking at the election, saying that it is discreditable, very unfortunate, And of course, I like the last sentence, the last paragraph that you read out, that Nigerians should remain peaceful, supporters should remain calm, to seek legitimate means, and to seek redress. That's the route to go, and I expect, and I'm confident that PDP will also do that route. I've made this point severally. There are processes and procedures in the states that is supposedly running, and of course, that's why we have the trinity of the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. In an ideal democracy, we'll have that in place as well. And we have an executive arm now, carried out an exercise through the instrumentality of INEC, and there are questions to be asked. The option for us now, for those protesting, is to resort to the judiciary. And I'm sure the judiciary, they are not also from the sky, they are right in us, and they are watching and probably waiting until the aggrieved parties come to them.
Well,
so
Professor Adeniyi,
is for us also to, yeah.
Professor Adeniyi, I know it's been a lot of stop and go this entire interview, but we're always glad to have you on the show and to comment on these very important issues. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. In some more news, the Independent National Electoral Commission has been announcing the results of the National Assembly elections conducted on Saturday, along with the presidential poll. Results so far, announced by INEC, showed upsets in such states as Cross River, where Governor Ben Ayade lost his bid to represent the Cross River North Senatorial District on the platform of the All Progressives Congress. He lost to the People's Democratic Party candidate, Jaribe Agom. Also in Enugu State, Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of the PDP, he failed to win the contest for Enugu North Senatorial seat, in which the Labour Party's Oke Ezia won. In Plateau State, Governor Simon Lalong, who doubles as the Director General of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, lost his bid to represent Plateau South Senatorial District in the Senate to the PDP candidate Napoleon Bali. In Nasarawa State, APC National Chairman Adamu Abdullahi also failed to deliver his Nasarawa West Senatorial District seat to the governing party. The candidate of Democratic Party, Ahmed Wadada, won the senatorial seat in Nasarawa State. In addition, Benue State Governor Dr. Samuel Portom emerged one of the biggest losers of the election as Titus Zam of APC stopped his ambition to represent Benue Northwest Senatorial District.
We're still watching Nigerian sides, and let's go back to the National Collation Center where results are being reviewed out.
SDP, we are not part of that. We are here to do the validation. So we are not pulling out. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Bameyi Idino. I represent YPP, Young Progressive Party. We've also seen the news, wish to inform you that I'm not part of that here for the coalition.
My name is Zephaniah Isalo. I'm a member of NRM, agent. We are not part of that. We are sharing with them. Thank you. We are not part of workout. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Ina Kopia. I represent the African Action Congress. We're not part of the party that walked out. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Dr. Ahida Kodupeni. I represent Accord. Accord is associated from the Nigerians. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I remember that Kenneth Beze, in law with the rest of family. The first team is 500. So you work out.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. I am Air Vice Marshal Brian Maru, representing the Nigeria People's Party, New Nigeria People's Party. We are not part of that walkout. Thank you very much. We are still here with you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Mohamed Kabir Umar. I'm here representing Good Party. We are here. I do not want to come. Sir.
Good afternoon, Chairman. Barrister Mrs. Ayatoba Juliet, supporting my colleague from PRP. You are seeing us live and direct.
My name is Williams Moses. I'm supporting my colleague here, YPP. We're here live and direct.
Well, for us in the All Progressive Congress, we have confidence in the process, and we're here with you to see it through. We are not part of any boycott, walkouts, or revolt as some have done. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Mohammed Birisu Isa, NRM Coalition Agent. We are here with you. We are confident in the process. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, definitely AP, and we are here with you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Honorable Muhammad Lawan Aladu, National Chairman of ACCORD and representing ACCORD. We believe in the process and we are not working out. We are after one Nigeria and believe our coming together here to support Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Benibe James, National Secretary, Action Alliance. We are with you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Lagos is ready. May I invite the resident electoral commissioner in Lagos to introduce himself, and for the collection officer for Lagos to introduce herself and present the result. Rec Lagos.
Thank you, sir. My name is Felicia Glangaji, President Electoral Commissioner, Lagos State.
Thank you. My name is Professor Adenike Oladije, the Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Technology, Akure. I am the State Collation Officer for the presidential election of 25th February 2023 in Lagos State. Is Mr. Olusegun Agbaje, Electoral Commissioner for Lagos State. The results for the presidential election held on the 25th February 2023 in Lagos State are as follows. Number of registered voters 7060195. 7060195. Number of accredited voters 1347152. 1347152. Total number of votes received by the presidential candidates of each of the political parties are as follows. A. 3069. 3069. AA. 498. 498. AAC. 1597. 1597. ADC 5789. 5789. ADP 2439. 2439. APC 572606. 572606. APGA 2316. 2316. APM 709. 709. APP 371. 371. BP 1837. 1837. LP 582454. 582454. NNPP 8442. 8442. NRM 609. 609. PDP 75750. 75750. PRP 1120. 1120. SDP 772. 772. YPP 1109. 1109. ZLP 9964. 9964. Total valid votes 1271451. 1271451. Rejected votes 64278. 64278. Total votes cast 1335729. 1335729.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Any cancellations?
Yes.
Places why elections were not held and reasons?
Yes, there were cancellations. There were 3 local government areas affected by overvoting, 3 registration areas, and 9 polling units. The total number of registered voters in these areas is 5584. 5584.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, party leaders? Any observations, any comments for the scope? Okay, thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. Please step forward to present your result. Is Gombe ready? Okay, so Gombe will be next.
Well, more results have been declared at the National Collation Center in Abuja. The latest being Lagos State, where the Labour Party won with 582,454 votes. The APC came second with 572,666 votes. Earlier, we told you that in Enugu State, the Labour Party recorded a landslide win with 428,640 votes. While in Ogun State, the APC won. In Oyo State, the APC also recorded overwhelming success. While in Yobe State, Northern Nigeria, the PDP recorded victory after garnering 198,567 votes. And this is where we'll be dropping the curtain on this segment of the Arise continuous coverage of the 2023 Presidential and National Assembly elections. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, the coverage continues. I'm Temita Wefagbemi.
And I'm Aaron Akerjala. Thank you for staying with us.
And I'm Hawa Mukan. Thank you, of course, for staying with us, and goodbye.
February 2023 in Gombe State. Okay. The result for the presidential election held on 25th February 2023 in Gombe State are as follows. Party A scored 284.
The party, total number of registered voters, total number of accredited voters, and then we go to votes scored by parties.
Okay, sir. The total number of registered voters, 157,5794. 157,5794. The total number of accredited voters, 542,997. 542,997. Now the votes received by political parties. Party A, 284. 284. Party AA, 296. 296. Party AAC, 158. 158. Party ADC, 1446. 1446. Party AGP, 765. 765. Party APC, 146,977. 146,977. Party APGA, 558. 558. Party APM, 348. 348. Party APP, 208. 208. Party BP, 210. 210. Party LP, 26160. 26160. Party NNPP, 10520. 10520. Party NRM, 1061. 1061. Party PDP, 319123. 319123. Party PRP, 3 Party YPP 439. 439. Party ZLP 969. 969. Next one. Total number of valid votes 510043. 510043. Total number of rejected votes 23735. 23735. Total votes cast 533778. 533778. Thank you, sir.
Okay, places where elections were not held or cancelled?
Yes, sir. The total number of cancelled votes 9640.
Okay, reasons for the cancellation? Number of registered voters in those areas?
Number of registered voters 16162.
Any record of PVCs collected?
Yes, sir. The total number of PVCs collected 9640. Reason, you asked for reasons?
Yes.
Reasons for cancellation, overvoting, disruption, and refusal to use beavers. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments on the report? Okay, thank you very much. Please step forward to present your result.
Well, welcome to our continuing coverage. This is a program coming to you from Arise News in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, as we bring you special cross-country complimentary coverage of Nigeria's 2023 presidential and National Assembly elections, with the counting and collation of votes continuing to dominate the headlines in this country and beyond. I'm Charles Anyagori.
Many thanks for staying with us. I am Adesua Omoran, and over the next 3 hours, we'll be live with our correspondents across Nigeria, as well as analysts, commentators, observers, and party representatives who will help us shine the light of the day on the issues surrounding what is becoming yet another controversial Nigerian general election.
Let's take you straight away back to that live that you're watching on your screens, the National Collation Center here in Abuja. Let's listen in.
Okay, thank you very much. We're expecting a few more states, but they are not so close by like the last two. So I suggest that we take a break and reconvene at 8 p.m. 8